and getnoticedwithvideo.com. My question for you is this: do people tend to find your meetings boring? Are they sick of the rectangular talking head thing that we've all seen? You know, over the past couple of years, especially, we've been kind of in an overwhelm and overload with certain types of meetings. And a lot of people get bored and they're less engaged. So as a coach, consultant, or course creator, or anybody who's in a creative industry, it's important for you to make sure that you're engaging your people. You're letting them have fun. You're giving them or sharing with them information that they're actually going to pay attention to. And that's one of the reasons why I want to introduce you to a platform that I've fallen in love with. It's called GoBrunch. I want to say hello to a couple of folks that I know have shown up. Scott, it's wonderful to see you. He is an OG in the house. The folks that show up for my live streams on our regular Thursdays know that if you're someone who has watched and participated in our live stream events before, you're going to type in hashtag OG. If this is brand new to you, type in hashtag newbie. This is not a regular timing, but I did want to make sure. I wanted to make sure that you don't miss out on this opportunity because there is a lifetime deal available for the platform we're going to talk about. I'm going to break it down and talk to you about my 5 top benefits, especially if you're a coach or any other type of service provider, for using the GoBrunch app. All right, I'll see you in just a second. Alrighty, folks, again, hello and welcome to my review of the GoBrunch app. In this video, I'm going to walk you through a detailed look at about 5 different benefits that I've seen as a result of using the GoBrunch app. Now, I personally actually picked this up with a lifetime deal, and I couldn't believe it that all the different features and the things that come with it have just really changed the game for me and for so many others. I know there are others that are inside of our Stream Bosses Academy recently that picked it up, and those that picked it up with the last deal. But there is currently a lifetime deal, and I want to make sure to go ahead and pop up the link so that you have that. It's called Last Call on AppSumo. So if you are an AppSumo user, then you know that Last Call usually only lasts for about 4 or 5 days. And what that means is it's an opportunity for you to take advantage of any deals that were popular deals that they had on sale before, but they're coming back only for a very limited time. So that is what's happening right now, is GoBrunch has been invited to Last Call. And I always try to keep you, my community, informed so that you know what's happening, so that later you don't come back to me and say, you didn't tell me, Tanya. So just know that they are currently doing a lifetime deal right now. Now, one of the things that I definitely want to do with you is to kind of demo the back end of GoBrunch, but I need to talk a little bit about it first of all and say that it is a video conferencing platform that is designed to create a virtual collaborative experience for creatives of all kinds. So whether you are a coach, a consultant, a trainer, I see one of my coaching clients right here, Miss Pam Reeves. What's up in the house? Love to see you here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you might find this information helpful. But it has a host of innovative features. GoBrunch is a useful video conferencing tool and a community builder. And so without further ado, I'm going to take you into the back end of my GoBrunch app and share with you those 5 top benefits I've seen personally as a result of using GoBrunch. All right, so let's go ahead and go in the back end, and I'm going to show you what this looks like. All right, first of all, this is the creative meeting space. So this is where you actually get to create your spaces. And I'll share with you right now, again, that it's a good time to pick this app up if you haven't already, because it's on a lifetime deal. So I will show you right now. Here's the lifetime deal for $79 for tier 1. I actually picked up, I believe, tier 3 is what I picked up because I wanted all the things, all the perks. But I will show you that it ends on July 28th at 12 p.m. So that's lunchtime in a couple days. and I didn't want you to miss out. So 2 days. Make sure that you definitely check this out if you haven't already. And if you have, there's probably going to be something that I'm going to share with you in just a few short minutes that will help you to use it and leverage it even more than you have before now. So there's my link at the very bottom. This is my personal affiliate link. If you use that link, yes, I do earn a commission. But as I always tell you, and I'm telling you the truth, I don't refer anything that I haven't used or tried myself and that I don't believe in. So when I walk you through this, it's from personal experience that I can tell you I have truly enjoyed the use of this app. Now, one thing I want to share with you in terms of the benefits is that it has innovative theme-based virtual rooms. So what you see here is a not collaborative space, but a creative space where you can actually choose the type of room that you create. Either a permanent meeting room, which I do have one set up for myself and for my clients, a co-working space, a classroom, an event, webinar, showcase, and traditional meeting. So here's what I want to say as I'm talking you through this. One thing that I'm always known for is for being super transparent. So I am going to give you the pros and cons of this app. I'm going to tell you the things I love about it. And I'm also going to tell you a couple of things that I really wish they're on my wish list for improvement. So don't get it twisted. I'm not here to just tell you all the great things, but I do believe that even those things that need further development and improvement are going to be easy workarounds. So let's talk through it, and I'm going to showcase a couple of the rooms for you. But benefit number one is having the ability to really create innovative theme-based virtual rooms that are not boring, so that your people don't walk in on yet another, we all know the Z room, calls. And get bored immediately and turn their camera off because they just don't want to engage. With this space, it's going to offer a really refreshing alternative to the traditional video conferencing platforms like Zoom. What's up, Dr. Elo in the house? I cannot wait to see you. We're going to be on a panel. Actually, Dr. Elo, you're not on my panel. I'm bringing you back solo so we can talk about gear, because I know you are a gear geek and fanatic, so I can't wait to get you back on. Okay, let me go into some of the spaces. I'm going to show you, first of all, when I say thematic, theme-based virtual collaboration spaces, you're probably like, what's that mean? What does that look like? So I'm going to show you. So here's one. This is one of the rooms that I created. I created this lobby area for my folks, right? Because I wanted to give them a space where, hey, when we all get together, we show up in the lobby first. And here's what's really fun. I want you to notice here, you see this little avatar picture of me, which, by the way, think about that. How cool is it that we can actually create these cool avatars now with all this artificial intelligence graphic design stuff? We can create these cool avatars and merge them into these virtual, right, AI type of spaces. These are really cool paired together. So I use this as kind of my introductory graphic before I come on. But when you first log into your space, your GoBrunch space, you'll actually be given different options for avatars to choose from. So you don't necessarily have to have your own, but I like that I can. But watch this. So in addition to me actually having that avatar, when I'm ready, I can actually turn on my camera, and you'll see in just a second that my camera is going to turn on so that you have, there we go. So I've got a camera right here that's at the top where I can actually showcase information, and I can talk, to the folks that are in the room in this way, or I can use a circle cam is what it's called. So I'm going to use the circle cam, and the circle cam actually replaces the small image or the avatar image that you saw sitting there. So I want you to imagine that all these different seats, if you're hosting a meeting in this room, right, all these different seats have people sitting in them, and you can either create it as an auto seat, or when they come on, they can choose a seat in your little lobby area or a space where they can play. So one of the things that I absolutely love is the creative energy that you can create by making spaces that are branded to your taste. You notice that I have all this pink and stuff in here. It's because I love that. Roy, you do not need 3D glasses for this. Hilarious. Troublemaker. You got the right name, Tech Troublemaker. I know. But it's really neat. Now, I'll show you a couple of other things that are in here. So again, benefit number one to me is that you're never going to be that dull facilitator of all things boring. You get to actually host a space that is branded to your liking. And even if you're not a creative or somebody that knows how to design, you get to use a lot of the different spaces that they have. They've got several that are already pre-made spaces. So I'm going to show you some of my other rooms and how I'm using them right now because I truly love this space. Okay, so what I've done is I've actually created these hyperlinks here where people can go to various rooms. And for me as a creator, when I am introducing my Stream Bosses Academy members to different things, what we'll do initially when we have our creator day is we will go into a room, and I'm going to find it for you, called the cafe. So in the cafe, we're going to actually meet here. And so you'll see that I've got this cafe set. Oh my goodness, this is a great question. So Pam, how many people can be in a space? You can have as many people as you want. I have yet to see a limitation. I think that some rooms have 300 spaces. Now, I will show you something when you get ready to create a new space. I'll show you what some of the auditorium rooms have. As a matter of fact, let's do that now, and then I'll come back to this one. So if I were going to create a space in here, and I don't know that there is a specific number because I haven't met that number yet, but you can, there's hundreds of seats that you can create. So watch this. If I were to going to create, let's say, let's do an exhibit, okay? So an exhibit, actually, I'm just going to do a co-working space for purposes of this because it's easier. These are the ones that I'm actually creating the most. And the reason for that is because these are permanent spaces, meaning I don't want to have to set a date and time limitation. I want to be able to pop into these rooms 24/7. I also give my coaching clients the ability to be able to pop into these rooms and to meet with each other. So our membership students and members, they can meet with each other and collaborate. We can meet at any time without us having to worry about setting up a specific room, but I want to show you what happens. So I'm going to do a demo space right here. I'm going to say, I don't want to add extra security, but if I did, I can include a password, but I won't do that. I'm not going to collect registrations, which I'll talk a little bit about when I talk about things that could use a little improvement, but I have a really excellent workaround. And Richard from the GoBrunch space showed me exactly how to do that. Actually, let me go back and do it this way because I see this is actually a workspace. So I'm going to leave that. I'm going to go into my content creator. Let's do the co-working backup rooms. I want to create a room, not a space. A room, not a space. All of these are different workspaces that I have here. Let's do a room. We'll do it in the backup rooms, okay? So in here, I'm not worried about messing up anything. I'm just going to go into one of these co-working backup rooms, and then we'll create a new room so that we don't. Richard, it's you. Look, Richard is the mastermind behind GoBrunch. What's up, Richard, in the house? I love it. Okay, so this is a room that they've already created, right? Now, what if I wanted to change it to a different room? And Richard, since you're here, if you can answer the question, is there a limit to the number of people that can sit in a room? That question came up. So why not ask the founder, our beloved founder of GoBrunch, so that he can let us know? Okay, so I'm going to go into all rooms. Actually, not all rooms. I'm going to go into this room. Let me go into this room, and I want to change it. So I'm going to edit this particular room and change it to a different type of room. So notice here on the right where it says room layout, there's tons of rooms already created. And remember, you asked about how many. So look at this one. It's a super convention room with 602 seats. So I'm going to open this up just so we can see what it looks like. The other thing while we're in here is I want to show you. I see it. So up to 600 people per room. Thank you, Richard, for confirming. So Pam, I hope that answers your question. I love it. Thank you. Okay. So notice this. You have options on presetting how the room is actually laid out. So you can give everyone access to a microphone. You can set it in a presentation mode, or you can have a dynamic mode. I'll show you what this looks like in just a second. I love it. Roy, you're hanging out in the summer school beach? Okay, I'll tell people about that one in a second. You have the option of being able to give people access to screen share, which, by the way, I don't always do that, especially in larger rooms. So if you're going to have a conference or you're going to have a lot of people in the room, you don't want a lot of distractions. So Pam says, thank you. Richard, let me skip over here so I can make sure to pop up her comment and you can see that. Here's what I love to do. So typically I'm going to have auto seat set, because that way, if anybody's not familiar with the space, they're not trying to figure out, well, how do I sit down? But they can change their seat once they get into the room. I'm going to give people access to the microphone. I'm going to give people access to the camera, but I'm not going to give everyone presenter cams. Presenter would be that rectangular camera that you saw at the top when I first popped up on camera in the scene. I'm not going to give everybody access to screen share. I will enable certain other filters, but there's a lot of different options that you have here. Okay, so let's see what our super convention room looks like. We're going to update it. And now I want to show you here, Pam, if you're doing something that's a larger space, a larger type of meeting room, right? Now you've got all these circles available to you. So every circle represents a seat where people can be seated, okay? If you're going to do a larger type of event, then you certainly would want to use a room that has enough seats for them. So you want to anticipate how many people or how many seats am I going to need. Now, I personally use it a different way, because for me, it's typically going to be for people in my membership academy, or it may be for smaller webinars or workshops and events, because as a coach, that is typically going to be the format of what I'm delivering. So I'm going to share with you some more of my rooms. So this room right here that I've created for our academy members is a space where we all meet up when we're going to start our Creator Day. And Creator Day is a way for us to collaborate and to actually get video content created. We do one on a Saturday and one on a Wednesday every month. It's one of the most fun opportunities we all have to get together and to share resources like GoBrunch, right? And other resources that we're finding. But it is an amazing way for us to have creativity, creative energy, to put content together that otherwise we probably would be sitting around saying, I got to get that done, but I haven't done it yet. So I'm going to pop my link up again so that you can see that it's on last call, okay? I don't want you to forget to go and to take advantage of the last call. Now, the other thing I want to show you that you have the option of being able to do, so here's another benefit. Not only do you get these theme-based rooms, but you also have the ability to be able to upload different linked type of media assets. So what I've done is I've actually created a chalkboard over here, and I've pinned this board, I've embedded this board into my room. I changed this background to reflect a cafe, because that's what we call it, Content Creators Cafe, right? And in our Content Creators Cafe, I wanted to give people this feeling and this environment of a cozy cafe where we're all coming together. Right? So I created this space, and then this board here gives people an easy way to navigate to the other rooms. So watch this. So if they're in here and they want to go to another room, we'll go into the structured planning room during our events. One of the things I end up doing in here is giving people a way to actually use our Creator Day Planner. So I've created another board here where they can download a PDF file, which is our planner, to help them to write out their script and to prepare for other video creation while we're in our Creator Day. So if they're in a creative mode, but they're kind of like lacking for ideas, then I've put some resources together in certain rooms so that they know, oh, let me go to the script writing room so that I can have a plan for what I want to create during Creator Day. I can also create, there's so many different things. I'm just going to show you a few of them, but y'all, I literally have created lots and lots of spaces because I love this thing so much, and my members love it too. I've offered some rooms for free that people can view. So let me take you to our theater room. And I'm trying to give you some use cases that you can see on how you can actually benefit from using this for your own coaching experience. So check this out. In this room, this is a theater room where I have allowed people who are not even members, like they're just free people who are checking out our lead magnets, but they can come and watch an entire playlist that I've set up inside here that takes them to specific YouTube videos. How cool is that? So you can embed different types of media assets like videos, like audio playlist. In fact, I'm going to take you to one right now. This is another background that I've chosen, but again, they have several already pre-made rooms if you're not into creating your own. I just love the flexibility that it's given me to do this. Let me take you into the urban lounge. Actually, I'll take you to the meditation room. So here is an example of where you can actually set a playlist in place. So I've got folks that want to do some co-working, and maybe they want to do it with another person, or maybe they just want a quiet space and they want to hear crickets or frogs or birds or springtime or forest sounds. So I've created this really beautiful meditation room where they can come, and in your settings for the room, you can actually turn off the ability for people to use their mic. So if this is going to be a quiet room where people can work, then you can set it to where it's going to be the quiet room, and everybody that comes and collaborates in this space can just operate in silence and at their own pace with the own music of their choice from the playlist if you're using music or different nature sounds. The other thing that I love is that they still have the option of being able to actually collaborate in the chat. So even if you turn the mic off, the chat is available. Can you see the potential for what you can do with this thing? Because there's so much. Look, this is not your average Zoom or other space, your Blue Jeans. All of those platforms are definitely useful, and they're valuable in that they're helping you to set a space for people to meet and to collaborate and to share ideas. But having something like a GoBrunch space, really, you can do endless things with this, because you can create and set up an experience for people, not just another meeting space, but you're creating an experience for them that they will not forget. So I know my friend Roy was over in the beach room, and I'm going to give you the use case for why I created the beach room. So we've been doing live stream summer school, right? And so what I thought I would do at the end of some of our different events and sessions is to create a beach space where people could, because it's themed to live stream summer school. So this is a beach house, right, where people can come and they can ask me questions after the fact. And this particular room, by the way, is a pre-made room that Richard and team had created for me. I didn't have to create this for myself, but I also have like an actual beach, and I need to find it for you. It may be in this space. It may be in another one of my spaces, but I literally sat down and thought about, okay, well, how do I want this to look? Let's see, it might be over here. So we're going to go, let me think about this for a second. I'll do that, and I'm going to cover some questions while I'm finding it. But y'all, can you tell how excited I am? It's because I really, truly believe that GoBrunch can be it can create some unique experiences for your people. It can help you to engage with your clients in a different way, in a unique way. Look, when people leave your meetings, they're going to be like, hey, I've never experienced anything like that before. And they want to come back. And that's what we want as coaches, as creators, as consultants. We want to be able to create a space for people where they feel like, hey, I feel welcome. I feel like this was a whole unique time with this person, and I want more of that. And I feel like GoBrunch gives you the ability to be able to do that. So I purchased, if you're asking when you say version, I actually purchased the level 3, so tier 3 on the AppSumo page is what I bought, because I really wanted to have endless opportunities to use this thing. So definitely take a look and see what's right for you, because level 3 may not be right for you, but it was right for me. I'm going to find that beach room because I want to show you how cool this was. Let's see. There it is. It's called Summer School. So I'm going to go in here so I can show you my vision was in doing live stream summer school that I wanted people to truly feel like, hey, we're having fun in the summertime, right? And I picked the wrong room. If I can't find it, we're going to keep moving. There we go. I found it. Okay. We're having fun in the summertime. And so I wanted the theme to not only run through my live streams, but also to be in the space where they were going to be playing with me and asking questions after the fact. So here's what I created. I pulled a Canva background, and to your point, your question, Pam, yes, I believe that it is pretty user-friendly once you learn how to use it. Now, another benefit I need to speak to is this. I'm glad you asked that question. I believe that it's so user-friendly because Richard and his team have been really good about creating experiences within the GoBrunch app where they show you how to use it. So there's an endless opportunity for you to be able to learn. They don't just say, hey, go to our help center and learn it on your own. They also offer real-time opportunities for you to do Q&A. They offer training. They even have a certification program for GoBrunch rooms, for designing GoBrunch rooms. So because Richard has been so thoughtful to do that, and he's drinking his own Kool-Aid, by the way, meaning a lot of times, with some of these different apps and platforms, what will happen is the founder or that startup team will send you to someone else's platform. So they'll send you, for instance, to Zoom to talk about their conferencing platform. No, what Richard does is he actually invites you into the GoBrunch space to learn more about how to use GoBrunch. That way you can see in real time how it's being used. Now, I don't want to just show you my spaces, but I also want to show you a couple of demos from other people's creative spaces that have been developed and designed. But I believe, yes, it is user-friendly simply for the fact that as you get to learn the space and you see and you're inspired by other people's designs, it's going to become easier and easier for you to create. And if you attend any of the live sessions that the team at GoBrunch make available to you generously, then I think that you'll be able to get any questions that you have answered about using that space. I see Roy in there. Let me show his face. So see, Roy's sitting in a seat, and here's what I did in order to create this space for live stream summer school is I just created these circles by adding seats. So when I went into this room, remember how you saw that there were settings and there's an editor. There are different ways that you can actually fix and change the way in which you created the space, right? So all of these circles, and he's moving around. I love it. All of these circles give you the ability to be able to seat people. So you can create as many circles as you want. So remember we talked about the maximum of about 600. Well, I don't typically need 600, but I'm probably going to create enough spaces where I know, hey, this room could be filled with about 30 or 40 people. So I'm going to go ahead and guesstimate around 50 circles are needed. So I usually will start with a room that already has the 50 circles, and then I'll change the background and create what I want. And that's what I've done here. Another thing that I've actually done with my rooms is I've set an exit page so that when people leave the space, they can easily find their way back, or they can head to what? My own real estate, my own Stream Bosses Academy page, or my main website. So you have the option of being able to do that as well. And that is super important because, of course, we're creating these rooms and collaborative spaces on GoBrunch. But in the end, we want people to also be able to surf and see what else we have going on. So as they exit, you can change the exit URL that leads people to whatever space you choose, right? That call to action space. So if you've got questions about GoBrunch, I am here live right now for a little bit longer, and I'll answer those questions for you if you have them. But do not miss out on the deal because the deal is going to be ending in a couple days. So I want to make sure you don't miss it. Okay, let me show you a couple of other people's spaces and then we'll go ahead and wrap. I will screen share real quick here a space that I love. This honestly was one of the first inspirations for me is Create the Rules. Marissa is the founder of this space, and I believe there are several people that I know that are in my circle of influence that are a part of this space, but it is a collaboration space that was born solely out of the ideas that GoBrunch allows it to have. So because GoBrunch made these rooms available, Marissa took this thing and parlayed it into an entire business and a community where they offer support to people and help people to thrive. I love the catalyst idea that she's created, and she was an inspiration to me to see beyond just the basics of, oh, this is a meeting space. She created an entire business using the GoBrunch spaces. So I love the options that you have here and how she's got her testimonials. This is her own website, but it leads you into her GoBrunch spaces so that you can actually decide, right? Hey, I like the way she set these meeting rooms up, and I love that the collaboration that I see going on in here, and I want to be a part of that. I could spend all day, honestly, talking about this, but I won't because I promised I would keep this short. But I do want to let you know that the benefits, exactly, the benefits are beyond what you can imagine if you just dig in and check this thing out. Let me go through a couple of really quick hitter benefits that I might have missed talking to you about. So GoBrunch has a lot of the traditional features. I didn't get to show you all of them, but what I will tell you is that screen sharing is available, your presentation mode if you're doing webinars and workshops. They have chat that you saw at the bottom, so you can do both private and public chats. So if you want to privately chat with someone one-on-one, or if you want to chat with the entire group, and if you want to save the chat, as you saw, some of mine had chats already saved. That's because in our meetings with Stream Like a Boss and with our Stream Bosses Academy, we're always sharing resources, and I wanted to save an ongoing kind of a rolling chat so that we can go back and say, oh, that link, I remember that link that we looked at. But you can set it up however you want it to be. It also has unique features, as you saw me showcase, such as the ability to change your backgrounds to whatever designs you want. You can use a simple Canva background. You can go and get an Unsplash or other free stock photo backgrounds that you have permission to use and create your own space according to your brand or according to the experience that you want to set up for your users and your viewers. You can upload on-demand videos. So if you've got on-demand videos that you want people to be able to come into a room and to start from the beginning and to watch it, and another person comes into the room, they can start from the beginning and it does not conflict, that's available to you. You can embed audio playlists. You can embed different types of images and different files and resources that people can pull from so that they can work on whatever it is you've set up to work. I've seen people that have created amazing and gorgeous yoga studios so that they're doing personal training virtually, but in a virtual yoga room. Y'all, when I tell you the possibilities are endless, I'm not joking. Like, they really, truly are. There's an ability for you to actually use some of those rooms and spaces as breakout rooms. So you saw how I had all of the rooms pinned up. What I tend to do is I tell my members when we're doing Creator Day, hey, you can stay in the big room in the cafe where we're hanging out, or you can break out into your own space to have some time to work together. And when you get done, I will broadcast to all rooms and say, hey, everybody, it's time to come back into our main room so that we can circle up and make sure that we're all on target for whatever goal we set at the beginning of our working time. Yeah, when I tell you there's a lot that can be done, I'm telling you. Thank you, Dr. Elo. I love it. And you are too. You know this. I like being an early adopter because I get to test things out and then bring you all amazing content. And this particular platform to me is a game changer. It has been a game changer, so much so that I've even created my own Content Creators Cafe membership that will be launching for $7 a month in the month of August. I can't wait to share that with you. And there's a lot I can't talk about right now, but it's coming. Also, here's what I promised I would do. I said I was going to share with you both sides of the coin, so let me do this part before we get ready to wrap. If there was anything I wanted to share that I would love to see improvement on, I'm going to pop up one of the rooms again so that you can kind of see this. So there's a room. I will go to our script writing room, and there are two things that I really, really want on my wish list that are not there, because I want to be transparent with you and share this with you, okay? So let's do the screen share here. So this is my script writing room, and so I've given my people who come and visit this room the options of being able to click on these different resources to use to help them with script writing, just so you know what the room is for. There's also a recording button that you'll notice down here on the bottom navigation bar. Okay, and you can record, but I will just caution you that the recording, because I am a video person, this was really a tricky and a sticky point for me, and many of you are video people too, it's not the best resolution. So the end result that you get is sufficient, but if you're somebody who's really picky, like I am, about your resolution being high quality HD 1080, what I've done as a workaround, instead of using the recording feature that's built in, because look, the beauty of this is I get the rooms and all this creative stuff that I can do with it, but I use a screen recorder. So I use something called Demo Creator, and I just pop that thing on so that it records my sound, my audio, the audio of the people that are in the room, and it records the screen so that anything I'm popping up and sharing gets recorded at the same time. So that's my one workaround. I love that they have a record feature, and if you choose to use that, it is available to you, but just giving you that warning that the resolution at the end, when you go and get the recording to download, may not be as high quality as you prefer. So that's one thing. The only other thing I would say that I think, I don't even know that improvement is the right word. The only other thing I'll say is that you may see that there's an opportunity for people to register. And I noticed that that is still a feature that's turned on, the registration feature for webinars. For instance, if you created a room inside of a space that is for a webinar or workshop, the registration feature in there is not working, meaning that people are not going to get notifications and alerts sent to their inbox just because they signed up using the internal GoBrunch registration process. So instead, what I know Richard has used and what I will use is my own booking system. So he uses Calendly, and their team uses Calendly, and it's seamless, because what you're doing really is you're sharing the link to the room as the location. And that way you get the benefit and the power of using a registration system that's intended for registration, like a Calendly or a Draft, or what I'm using nowadays is called Sessions. But any of those type of scheduling platforms would be simple for you to use to register people for your rooms. You just insert the URL for that room as the location. Now, I'm gonna give you a really quick tip here as well. When you go into the rooms, the very link that you see up here in the browser is gonna be the link into your room. But you can also set a personal room link. Now, they do give you an ability to be able to reach out to support, to be able to create your own branded URLs for workspaces. Personally, I just have short links, and I use my short links. And if you don't know what a short link is, reach out to me in the DMs and I'll explain further. But short links will lead people to specific rooms. So contentcreators.cafe, for instance, takes people right into my GoBrunch space where we hang out. And I've locked down certain rooms with a password. Remember, we showed the secured versus unsecured. So those rooms that are just dedicated to only my paid members with the resources, right, that we've added, those are going to have a password that only my members know. And I'll change up the password, every now and then to make sure that it stays fresh. And for those who are inactive members, they won't be able to access that space anymore, but they can access the free spaces. So I've given you a lot to think about, and I hope that you really can see the power and the benefit of using something like GoBrunch, especially for your coaching business, because look, we are all trying to make sure that we're keeping people engaged, that they want to stick around. We can retain our clients. We're also trying to make sure that we're creating experiences for them that are unique and that are branded to who we are and the type of work that we do. And I feel like platforms such as GoBrunch are perfect for that. So if you haven't taken advantage of the deal yet, in spite of all the things I've been telling you, I encourage you right now to get yourself on over there, because they're only up for a couple more days. And when I say that, I don't know when you're watching the replay of this video, but I'm telling you right now, July 28th, 2023, y'all, 12 p.m. is when this thing shuts down. So you want to make sure that you take advantage of the lifetime deal. It's a one-time fee for either plan 1, plan 2, or plan 3. You can certainly go through and review the different options and features of each of the tiers. And if you have questions about any of these, reach out to me and let me know. Or you can ask our founder, Richard, who happened to be up in here earlier, but you can ask him and he'll be able to respond, he or his team. So all of the information that you need is right inside here. You'll see lots and lots of really cool reviews, and more information about their roadmap and what's to come is listed here as well. I'm so excited and I'm so hopeful for you that you're going to get in on this deal and take advantage of it just like I did. All right. And if you end up missing out on the deal, but you definitely want to be a part of our co-working space and our collaborative structured spaces that we have created, you'll be able to do that in August. So watch out for your email. And if you're in my group, you'll get notification first. Okay? All right. That's all I got. I hope that you've enjoyed this time, and I hope that you've gotten your questions answered. And if you do have any more questions that I can help you with about GoBrunch, don't hesitate to reach out. I will see you once again in our panel, our live stream panel tomorrow. We're going to be talking with our live stream summer school super streamer panel about how to geek out on gear. We're talking about all things video gear. We're talking webcams, lighting, you name it. If there's any questions you have about how to go live and how to stream with the best gear, tomorrow is a great opportunity for you to sit in, ask questions, bring your notepad and your pen. You're so welcome, Scott. Thank you for being here. I'm glad that you got a chance to hang out. And if you miss out on live stream summer school, you can also go and check out the playlist on our YouTube channel at Tanya Smith, okay? You are so welcome, Richard. I love it. I love the space. And of course, I'm going to continue to use it. So the lifetime deal is amazing. But even if you end up getting on the subscription plan, y'all, I promise you it's going to be worth it. You can see all the things that you're able to do with this. And I don't want you to miss out. So make sure you go and check out the deal. All right. Take care. And I will see all of you, hopefully, in tomorrow night's panel. We're going to have some amazing folks on. I can't wait for you to meet them. Take good care, and I'll see you next time in the stream.